thank you so much, guys. We're now going to speak with Senator John Kennedy. We know that, of course, everyone is keeping a close eye on what's going on with Hurricane Ida right now. And Senator Kennedy, if you can hear us, we heard from the president a little bit earlier, and he was just saying that everyone needs to, of course, take heed and pay attention to the instructions from our leaders in our area. What are you hearing right now in the D.C. area?
Well, I'm in Louisiana. At the moment, I'm in Madisonville, where I live. I'll be headed to Baton Rouge shortly. I talked to the White House this morning, and my plea to the White House was, after this is over, we're going to need help recovering. I mean, this storm is just massive, and it's going to clobber probably 40–50% of our state, and we've all been through this, and I've been begging our White House for about a year to get us help us get the resources to repair the Lake Charles area in southwest Louisiana. I've tried twice.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you back now, sir. Yes, sir. As you were talking about, we are kind of starting behind the eight ball, you might say, in regards to, we've got Lake Charles that we still have to rebuild, and now we're coming along with Hurricane Ida. Do you foresee that there's going to be any problems trying to get the aid that we need and the assistance?
Well, I hope not, but so far you got to judge people about what they do, not what they say. I talked to the White House this morning, and the White House assured me, the Biden administration, that they know this is a devastating storm and that we're going to need some resources to rebuild. But quite honestly, they've been telling me that for a year as I've been trying to get help for southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles. So this time I'm hopeful that they're going to come through. I saw where the president made a statement and actually mentioned the fact that we're going to need resources. I mean, FEMA is here. The state's, I think, done its job. I know our local governments have done their job. I wish the thing would speed up, but it's going to smack us. We're taking it full in the face. This is going to affect at least half of the state, and I know we're going to need some federal resources, and that's my job. But I can't do it without Democratic votes, and to get the Democratic votes, I've got to get President Biden on board. But my conversation with the White House this morning was positive. We'll see if they come through. I'm going to chase them like a hound from hell until they do come through.
Well, of course, I know you said you've spoken to the White House, and being that you are here home in Louisiana, I'm sure you've spoken to some local officials. Have you gotten any reports of damage or any injuries or anything here in Louisiana just yet?
Well, it's all anecdotal. We don't know yet. I think most people who haven't evacuated are inside their home, inside a dwelling. They're smart. Our people are plenty smart, and they're plenty experienced, unfortunately. And they're just going to ride this out. But after that, we've got the cleanup and we've got the restoration. And I know it's going to take resources, and the insurance never pays for everything, and it's going to require some federal help. And I'm not just talking about federal help to state and local government. I'm talking about federal help to people. Unfortunately, Washington always says, well, we'll help the state government, we'll help the local government, and I'm all for helping them, but I'm for helping people. And I've been trying to get the White House to endorse relief for people over in Lake Charles for over a year now. And they've been putting me off. But today when I talked to them, they were very positive, so we'll see. But if they think I'm gonna go away and not pursue this, as I said, I'm going to chase them like a hound for hell. These are our tax dollars, and they go to Washington, and we need a little help right now, and that's what our tax dollars go up there for.
Earlier, the governor did an interview with another network, and he just mentioned that our damage system, it is strong enough to maintain, and we should not see any damage that we've seen, I guess, from 16 years ago from Hurricane Katrina. Just what's your thoughts on our system being able to sustain the damage? Because the governor did say that this system could be a test of what the system that's in place right now.
Well, I didn't hear the governor's comments. I'll be surprised if he said, and I'm not saying you're implying this, but that we're not going to have damage. We're going to have damage. I mean, that's just a fact. Now, our levee system is much improved over the past 20 years. but the levee's not going to stop the wind, and the levee's not going to stop the water from coming to areas that aren't leveed, and we're going to have damage. It's just that simple. I'm worried mostly about loss of life. That's, the most important things in life are not things. And first is just to try to protect life. And our people have been great. They prepared or they've gotten out, and most people are staying inside. But after it's over and we have minimal, hopefully no loss of life, it's going to be time to rebuild. And I just know, having been through this, we're going to need some help out of Washington. And again, Louisianians pay plenty of federal taxes, and I just want to make sure we're going to be taken care of.
Going to have some damage because we've already seen a lot of video on social media of trees down, especially in the French Quarter. A roof was blown off a building. A roof was blown off of a hospital as well. We also spoke with Senator Cassidy a bit earlier, and he spoke about the infrastructure bill and how that bill will also include money to help during hurricanes in the future. Can you also talk just a little bit about that?
Yeah, there are two bills. They're both joined at the hip. Speaker Pelosi and the president are not going to let one pass without the other. There aren't any Louisiana projects listed in the bill. I mean, I'm sorry, but there just aren't. There's some money, there's about $110 million in there for roads for Louisiana, but there's $135 million a year of new taxes where they tax their petrochemical industry. The stuff about the wetlands mitigation and storm protection, those projects aren't listed in the bill for Louisiana. All that money, we're going to have to borrow about between $400 billion, and if you include the other bill, another $1 trillion, and it goes into a slush fund that's controlled by the Biden administration. And so I can't look the people of Louisiana in the eye and say that we're going to get some of this money. I mean, we're going to fight to get some of this money, but we've got to compete with New York and California, and let's be realistic. We have a Democratic president, and the Speaker of the House is a Democrat, and Senator Schumer is a Democrat. I mean, they put stuff in the bill like $70 billion for Amtrak, which is a rail system in Northeast Louisiana. They put stuff in the bill like $7.5 billion for electric vehicle charging stations. That's not going to help us in Louisiana. They put something like $1 billion in the bill to encourage people to recycle. I'm all for recycling, but people aren't stupid. We don't need to spend $1 billion to recycle. And that's why this bill is not going to help Louisiana right now. I don't want to kid anybody. It's not going to help us one bit in terms of recovering from this storm. What we've got to do as a congressional delegation is convince our colleagues in Washington to give us the help that we need to help people, not government, but people rebuild after the last 3 storms that we had and after this one. And to do that, I've got to get Democratic votes. But to get Democratic votes, I've got to get President Biden to agree to it. And President Biden, to his credit, has been telling me for a year he's going to do it. But, in Washington, you got to watch what they do, not what they say. But as I said, I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm just going to be firm. And I'm going to chase them like a hound from hell until they give us help.
All right, Senator Kennedy, before we let you go, is there anything, last words that you'd like to say directly to your constituents that might be listening?
Yeah, I'm sorry this happened to us. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. And I know Louisianians are tough, but we're tired. But we'll get through this. We'll be fine as long as we remember who we are, Louisianians and as Americans. And the other thing I'd like to leave folks with, I know you're worried about your property, but the most important things in life aren't things. They're people and their family and their souls. And we just want everybody be safe, and let's get through this, and then we'll figure out how to rebuild. And I'll be there for you. By God, I'll be there for you.
All right. Thank you so much. Senator John Kennedy speaking to us from his home in Mandeville. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.